Most of you think you know ChatGPT or Gemini. You use it every day to write an email, brainstorm an idea, or even code a simple script. But here's what no one is telling you. That tool, the one you think is a super genius AI, it has no memory. Right now, as you use it, it doesn't even remember the first thing you typed. Because the very concept of memory as a human defines it simply doesn't exist inside its code. Understanding why that is the case is the difference between getting a poor response and a world-class result that lets you bypass this memory problem, making you an AI master who gets world-class results every time. The core misconception: AI is a calculator. We all have that one friend, right? The one who bought the smart fridge that was supposed to revolutionize their life. They spent $3,000 on this beautiful, sleek appliance, and they rave about how it keeps track of their milk. But then one morning, their kid pulls a prank, hides the last gallon of milk in a cupboard, and the AI fridge sits there, smugly displaying that they have plenty of milk. The result? No cereal. Total chaos. The problem? Most of what we call AI today, whether it's that fancy fridge, your phone's autocorrect, or even a basic chatbot, is actually just a really good calculator with a fancy label. People think AI is some kind of all-knowing, conscious super genius, but the truth is that most systems today are just really good at doing one specific thing. They are tools, not brains. They can solve problems, recognize patterns, and make predictions. But it's not thinking like we do. It has no feelings, no consciousness, no aha moments. It's just following a plan, step by step, predicting what should come next. And the engine behind all this? It's a concept that's been around for decades: neural networks. The core mechanics of AI, neural networks and training. A neural network is a system that learns patterns in data and uses those patterns to make predictions. Think of them as a massive stack of layered filters. The data goes in, one layer processes it, passes it to the next layer, which refines it even more, and so on, until you get the final output. But here's the most interesting part. Neural networks don't start smart. They have to be trained. Developers feed the network massive amounts of data, trillions of words, millions of photos, thousands of hours of video, and the network starts guessing. Every time it gets something wrong, which at first is a lot, it adjusts its internal settings to get a little closer to the right answer. This process is called backpropagation. It's the AI essentially grading its own homework. This happens millions, sometimes billions of times, until the network gets really good at recognizing patterns and generating results. That's the fundamental principle behind all the AI tools you can use right now. Large language models, image generators, audio generators. To put a finer point on it, imagine teaching a child to recognize a cat. You show them 1,000 pictures of cats. At first, they might say cat when they see a dog. You say, no, that's a dog. They adjust. The AI does the exact same thing, but with billions of data points instead of 1,000 pictures. That massive training is why these models are so expensive to build. Deep dive, the mechanics of large language models, LLMs. Let's start with the big one, large language models, ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude. A new one pops up every week, right? They all work basically the same way, using something called transformers, which is a specialized type of neural network. The process is called tokenization. You ask a question, what shape is a wheel? The model doesn't process what shape is a wheel as a full sentence. It breaks that into smaller pieces called tokens, which can be a word, part of a word, or even punctuation. It then calculates the relationships between those tokens based on the massive amounts of data it's read. And then it calculates, all right, the next word or token with the highest statistical probability here is circle. Boom. It gives you the answer. This is the key to understanding its limitation. It is a word prediction engine, not a knowledge engine. It is generating the most probable sentence, not retrieving a fact from memory. The context window explained. Now let's revisit the mind-blowing opening statement about memory. The reason the model often seems to forget the context of a long conversation is because that entire chat history, your previous questions and its previous answers, has to be resent to the model every single time you hit enter. This entire package of current prompt plus history is called the TOX context window. The model isn't remembering, it's being reminded. It's just rereading the entire conversation within that window to calculate the next most probable word, which means your prompt is getting longer, slower, and more expensive with every turn. And eventually, your earlier tokens fall out of the context window entirely, meaning the AI literally cannot see them anymore. This is what we perceive as forgetting. And here's the biggest secret most users don't know about this process. The true power of an LLM isn't in the answer it gives. It's in the role you assign it. Prompting secrets. The power of roleplay and mastery. You might think prompting is all about structure, attributes, and nailing the perfect command. And yeah, that's true. Kind of. But there's a twist. The core rule, be descriptive. The core rule of great prompting is deceptively simple. Be descriptive. Models love big, detailed prompts with all the context and requirements laid out. Don't skimp on explaining what you need. Tell the model what the output should look like. Example, use a 3-point bulleted list, not a paragraph. How long it should be. Example, keep this to exactly 250 words. Who's going to read it? Example, the audience is a group of technical experts, so use specific jargon. What style or tone to use. Example, use the tone of a skeptical journalist. The more you explain, the better the results. You don't want the model guessing what you want. Spell it out. The single most effective tool, roleplay. But to get the absolute best results from any LLM, you need to use the single most effective tool in your prompting arsenal, roleplay, or persona assignment. Telling the model to act like an expert marketing copywriter, or a seasoned Wall Street analyst, or a bored teenager can dramatically improve the response. Why? Because it instantly narrows down the data the model pulls from, making the output more accurate, more relevant, and incredibly polished. It forces the AI to wear the mask of an expert and perform like one. 3 keys to easy AI mastery. To truly master these tools, you need a few high-leverage techniques that boost your output quality with minimal effort. 1. The show don't just tell rule. Use examples. An AI model learns faster and replicates your desired format better when you show it what you want instead of just describing it. This is called few-shot prompting. Provide 1 or 2 strong examples of the format you want before you ask it to generate the new content. Example prompt tweak. I need a 3-line Facebook ad. Here's an example of the tone I'm going for. Tired of wasting weekends? Our new smart sprinkler handles everything. Get 20% off your first month. Now, write a similar ad for a premium coffee subscription service. By giving it a template, you instantly constrain the model to your specific structure and style, drastically increasing the quality of the output. 2. Iterate and refine. The conversation is the tool. Don't treat your prompt as a single static command. Mastering AI isn't about getting it perfect on the first try. It's about knowing how to guide it in the second and third steps. Use short, direct follow-up commands to refine the previous output. Follow-up tweak. That's great. Now make the introduction 50 words shorter and use a more enthusiastic tone. Or, I like point number 2, but expand it into a full paragraph and remove the use of contractions. This iterative process is far faster than rewriting the entire prompt. You can quickly polish a good draft into a world-class result in seconds. Constraint is creativity. Use negative constraints. Telling the AI what not to do can be just as powerful as telling it what to do, eliminating common generic responses. This forces the AI's prediction engine to search for more unique and original language. Constraint tweak. Write a 1-page summary of our new marketing strategy. Do not use the words leverage, synergy, or disruptive. The goal is clear, simple language. This immediately elevates the quality of your content by avoiding business cliches or generic filler. Constraint forces creativity. Image generators, diffusion, and the visual fingerprint. Now let's talk about the other big player, image generators, like Midjourney or Stable Diffusion. These models operate totally differently from the language models. Instead of focusing on words, they work with visual elements. They begin with static noise, basically a chaotic mix of black and white pixels. Then, through a process called diffusion, they slowly and meticulously refine that noise into a detailed image. They are literally denoising the image until it matches the prompt you gave. That's why they are called diffusion models. And this technical quirk is why AI-generated images often feel a little off. They lack natural contrast or highlights that truly stand out. If you're ever wondering if an image was AI-generated, check the contrast and lighting. It's often a dead giveaway. Advanced image prompting, the visuals of negatives. When prompting an image generator, you're focusing on visuals, colors, composition, textures, and lighting. If you don't want blurred edges, muted colors, or unnecessary objects, you have to add negatives to your prompt. You have to tell the AI what not to include. A common negative prompt is ugly, low resolution, blurry, distorted, extra limbs. This is critical for high-quality image generation. The AI ecosystem, from audio to productivity, the same core principle, learning patterns, then predicting the next probable output, applies to everything else. Audio generators. These calculate sound waves for each fraction of a second based on patterns in music tracks or voice recordings. They predict the next probable sound. Video generators. These work like image generators, but instead of one frame, they generate a series of frames that flow together, learning how objects move and transform over time. They predict the next probable frame. But let's be honest, the AI tools that will truly change your life are the productivity AIs. They are all about working smarter, not harder. But no matter the tool, from the simplest email assistant to the most complex video generator, the golden rule stays the same. Be detailed, be descriptive, and be straight to the point. Clear inputs lead to better outputs. Conclusion, the ultimate memory tweak and final challenge. You came here to become an AI master, and you got the secret I promised. You now understand that an LLM has no actual memory. It must be reminded of the conversation history every time. The longer the chat, the more likely the AI will get sluggish, forget a key detail from the beginning, and waste your time. This is the bottleneck of AI today. So here's the secret memory tweak that bypasses this limitation and elevates you to that top 1% of users. Stop using the same chat thread for multiple, unrelated tasks. If you're using ChatGPT to write a video script, then switch to a new chat before asking it to write an email. If you use it to brainstorm marketing slogans, create a new chat before you ask it to analyze a document. By starting fresh, you keep your context window clean, your prompts lean, clear, and powerful. You eliminate all the previous context that was slowing the model down and potentially confusing it, allowing the AI to focus only on the task at hand, which results in faster, more accurate, and ultimately, world-class results. Your new AI Master Toolkit. Before you go, let's quickly lock in the 3 essential things you now know. The core truth: AI is a prediction engine, not a conscious brain. It's a tool, not a colleague. The mastery tool: use roleplay and negative constraints to instantly narrow the AI's focus and eliminate generic responses. Use the memory tweak: new task, new chat, every time. You now know more about how AI truly works than 99% of its users. The power is no longer in the hands of the developers, but in your hands, the user. Go apply this knowledge, use the memory tweak, and start getting the world-class results you deserve. There are more tools to learn in our next video. Until then, I want to hear from you. What's your best AI tool, and which tool are you hoping to master in our next video? Drop it in the comments below. And if this video helped you, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs to see this. We'll see you in the next one.